Are you tired of feeling groggy, constantly battling brain fog, or struggling to hit your peak performance? What if the secret to unlocking better energy, sharper focus, and deeper sleep has been right under your nose, literally? Welcome to Health Focus. For centuries, ancient wisdom has pointed to the profound power of proper breathing. But in our fast-paced modern world, many of us have forgotten a fundamental truth: how we breathe dramatically impacts everything about our health. Today, we're diving deep into an ancient practice that's now being validated by cutting-edge science: nose breathing versus mouth breathing. This isn't just about athletic performance or looking good, it's about your foundational health, from your immune system to your mental clarity. You're about to discover why one method is a supercharger for your body, and the other, a silent saboteur. Stick around, because the implications of this simple distinction are far more significant than you could ever imagine. Think about it for a moment. You breathe about 20,000 times a day without even thinking. That's a staggering number of opportunities for either good or bad habits to impact your health. When we were children, most of us naturally breathed through our noses. Watch a baby sleep, their mouth is almost always closed. It's the default, the natural way. But somewhere along the line, for many of us, things shifted. Allergies, pollution, stress, even our modern diets contributed to a change, nudging us towards mouth breathing without us ever consciously deciding to make the switch. And this seemingly minor shift has massive ripple effects throughout our entire system. Let's start with the unsung hero, your nose. It's not just a fancy air filter, it's a sophisticated, multi-purpose organ designed to prepare the air you breathe for your lungs. When air enters through your nostrils, it goes through a crucial pre-processing stage. Tiny hairs, called cilia, and mucous membranes trap dust, allergens, bacteria, and viruses, preventing them from reaching your delicate lungs. This is your body's first line of defense against pathogens, a natural filtration system working 24/7. But the nose does more than just filter. It warms and humidifies the incoming air, bringing it to body temperature and adding moisture, which protects your lungs from cold, dry air that can irritate and damage them. This is especially vital in dry climates or during colder months. Perhaps the most significant benefit of nose breathing, though, lies in something called nitric oxide. Yes, the same nitric oxide that's a star in cardiovascular health. Your nasal passages, particularly your paranasal sinuses, produce nitric oxide. When you breathe through your nose, this nitric oxide is carried down into your lungs. What does it do there? Nitric oxide is a potent vasodilator, meaning it widens your blood vessels. This improves blood flow and, crucially, it helps expand the tiny air sacs in your lungs, called alveoli. More expanded alveoli mean more surface area for oxygen to transfer into your bloodstream. So, nose breathing literally increases your oxygen uptake by 10 to 20% compared to mouth breathing. More oxygen means more energy, better organ function, and improved cellular health. It's like upgrading your body's engine from a standard model to a high-performance one, just by changing how you inhale. Now, let's contrast that with mouth breathing, which, frankly, is mostly a problem. When you breathe through your mouth, you bypass all those amazing benefits. The air isn't filtered, warmed, or humidified. This means you're directly inhaling unfiltered, cold, dry air straight into your lungs. This can irritate your airways, making you more susceptible to infections and allergies. Have you ever woken up with a dry mouth or a sore throat? That's a classic sign of mouth breathing during sleep. But the problems go far beyond a simple dry mouth. Consider the impact on your sleep. Mouth breathing often leads to snoring and can be a significant contributing factor to sleep apnea. When your mouth is open, your tongue often rests low and flat, which can cause it to fall back and obstruct your airway, especially when you're lying down. This obstruction leads to gasping, waking up, and fragmented sleep. And we all know what poor sleep means: chronic fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability, and a weakened immune system. It's a vicious cycle that can seriously degrade your quality of life. Studies have shown a strong link between chronic mouth breathing and sleep disorders, directly impacting cognitive function and mood. For students, this is particularly critical. Poor sleep and reduced oxygen intake directly translate to brain fog, difficulty focusing in class, and challenges with memory retention. Imagine trying to learn complex subjects when your brain isn't getting optimal oxygen or restorative sleep. It's like trying to run a supercomputer on a dying battery. And for athletes, the difference is night and day. More efficient oxygen delivery through nose breathing means better stamina, reduced muscle fatigue, and quicker recovery times. Elite athletes, from runners to martial artists, have long understood this, incorporating nose breathing techniques into their training to gain that competitive edge. The problems don't stop there. Chronic mouth breathing, especially during childhood, can profoundly affect facial development. Because the mouth is open and the tongue rests low, the palate often doesn't widen properly, leading to a narrower face, crowded teeth, and a receding chin. This can result in what orthodontists call long face syndrome or adenoid face. It's not just an aesthetic issue, it can lead to lifelong dental problems, speech impediments, and even further compromise airway health. Even in adults, chronic mouth breathing can cause changes in facial muscle tone and posture. Furthermore, mouth breathing often leads to hyperventilation, a state where you breathe out too much carbon dioxide. While it might sound counterintuitive, having a healthy level of carbon dioxide in your blood is crucial. It acts as a signal that tells your body to release oxygen from red blood cells to your tissues. If you're breathing out too much carbon dioxide, your body actually holds onto oxygen more tightly, meaning your cells aren't getting all the oxygen they need. This phenomenon is known as the Bohr effect. So, paradoxically, taking big, open-mouthed gulps of air can actually reduce the oxygen available to your tissues, leading to symptoms like anxiety, dizziness, and fatigue. Nose breathing, on the other hand, promotes slower, deeper breaths, maintaining optimal CO2 levels and ensuring efficient oxygen delivery. So, how did we get here? Why is mouth breathing so prevalent? Beyond allergies and environmental factors, our modern sedentary lifestyles and diet play a role. Soft, processed foods require less chewing, which means our jaw muscles don't develop as strongly, and our airways can become narrower. Chronic stress is another major culprit. When we're stressed, our fight or flight response kicks in, often leading to shallow, rapid, mouth-based breathing, which then reinforces the stress response. The good news is, shifting from mouth breathing to nose breathing is a skill you can relearn. It takes awareness, patience, and practice. The first step is simply noticing your breathing throughout the day. Are you breathing through your mouth right now? If so, gently close your lips and inhale through your nose. Make it a conscious effort. Start with small changes. Try to keep your mouth closed while working, reading, or watching TV. One powerful technique is called mouth taping during sleep. Now, before you dismiss this as extreme, understand it's a simple, non-invasive way to train your body to breathe through your nose while you sleep. You use a small piece of porous, skin-safe tape to gently keep your lips closed. This isn't about blocking your mouth entirely, but providing a gentle reminder to encourage nasal breathing. Always consult with a doctor before trying this, especially if you have significant breathing issues. Many people report vastly improved sleep quality, reduced snoring, and waking up feeling more refreshed after incorporating mouth taping. Another critical practice is mindful breathing exercises. Techniques like Buteyko breathing, developed by a Ukrainian doctor, specifically focus on normalizing breathing patterns and promoting nasal breathing. These exercises help retrain your body to breathe more slowly and deeply, increasing CO2 tolerance and improving oxygen utilization. Simple exercises, like holding your breath after an exhale for a few seconds, can gradually help reset your breathing patterns. Even basic diaphragmatic breathing, where you focus on expanding your belly rather than your chest, can strengthen the muscles involved in proper breathing and make nasal breathing feel more natural. For athletes, incorporating nasal breathing into your workouts can be a game changer. Start with low-intensity exercises, focusing on keeping your mouth closed and breathing solely through your nose. As your body adapts, you'll find you can maintain this even during higher intensity activities, boosting your endurance and recovery. It may feel challenging at first, a bit like running with a handicap, but the long-term benefits for your performance and overall health are immense. The shocking truth is that this simple, ancient practice holds the key to a healthier, more energized you. It's not about expensive supplements or complicated routines, it's about optimizing the most fundamental physiological process in your body. From your dental health to your mental clarity, your sleep quality to your athletic prowess, every system benefits from proper nasal breathing. So, start paying attention to how you breathe. Make the conscious choice to switch from being a chronic mouth breather to an intentional nose breather. It's a journey, not a destination, but one that will profoundly transform your health and well-being from the inside out. Ready to dive deeper into optimizing your health? Then click on the subscribe button to unlock more secrets to a healthier, happier you.